friends! Today I'm just doing a real quick video on making plant poles. This is one of my pothos plants and this is a plant pole for it. So the light kind of takes away from it, but it's just moss attached to a stick and covered in a kind of barrier. So what I use for this is I've got little bamboo sticks. I've got this just kind of bird mesh, garden mesh, some kind of mesh from outdoors, and I have a thing of moist sphagnum moss. You want it moistened already. So I'm gonna set up the camera and show you how I do it. I just take a handful of moss, squeeze out the water. Sorry, I'm making a bit of a mess, but I'll clean it up after, I promise. So for this thin pole, I only need it to go to about 3 or 4 around. And then I just have some extra that I loop over. Doesn't have to be perfect. After all, when have I done things that are perfect? Aside from my fiance. Picked a perfect fiance. Don't tell her I said that, she'll get a swollen ego. Terrible. And because that's how much moss I have out right now, I'm just going to cut it off there. Step 2, take your stick, put it in the middle. Think of it like rolling a sandwich or something. Hoagies, right? Try and get it a little bit straighter. Okay, so there is my basic pole. Then I'm literally using zip ties. So the reason I'm doing it this way is it's literally all stuff I had on hand already. If you needed to go out, you could just buy the stuff. You can buy cocoa coir mats instead of sphagnum moss. You can literally buy these pre-made, both with sphagnum moss or cocoa fiber. So it's just kind of a matter of preference. You can tell this was not my neatest job, but it still works. It doesn't need to be perfect in any way, shape, or form. If I trim the edges a little more, maybe it would be neater, but it just needs enough sphagnum for the roots to catch into, and it'll make your plants grow much bigger and bushier, bigger leaves, which is what I'm going for with my pothos plants. And yeah, might fix up that one afterwards because it's annoying me, but other than that, I have a plant pole. Trim off the edges, stick it into some dirt, and I will show you what I do with them after I make another one. So I got my moss poles ready, and I have some nice planters with dirt in them. The plants I'm doing are my Enjoy pothos and some cuttings of neon pothos that my sister gave me. In there nicely, pack the dirt down around it. I kind of want it leaning towards the middle, but not directly in the middle, since that's just how I prefer it. Separate my root ball a little bit, give it. Okay, and I do want, I don't know if you can see, stay. But this one has been reaching up and vining, and all these little nubs, those are what wants to reach into something, like it'll reach onto a branch, or in this case it's going to reach into the moss and grab onto the moss there, and it'll be happy climbing up that. So I want that to be able to reach around. I'm probably going to have to set it up like this. And I'm just using regular potting soil that I bought at the garden store. Nothing fancy. Pothos is an easy keeper, thankfully, so I think it'll really enjoy having this big pot to grow in and then this huge vine to grow up. That's going to be really nice for it. It should give me some nice big leaves. Okay, and then finally I'm going to use another zip tie. And I'm going to tell this plant, I'm going to take those little nubs that it's growing and I'm going to stick them in and let this plant know that there's now something for it to climb up. So this is Enjoy, which is just a type of pothos plant. And yeah, it's all connected in there. The little nubs will start growing their aerial roots into the moss and sucking up moisture that way. And we'll see in a few months how much bigger and happier it's gotten. I'm gonna do my other ones, finish them up, but I think that's it for today. Thanks so much for watching and supporting me. Appreciate all of you. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Bye-bye.